Welcome to Ask Me Anything, featuring spiritual medium and psychotherapist Kelly White.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Ask Me Anything. I am spiritual medium Kelly White, and today is, let's see, September 23rd, 2021. So, hi, everybody. Oh my gosh. So, Debbie, I have to answer that question. She wants to know, when will my life get on the right track where I meet a real loving, caring man? I'm going to tell you when you make that decision, when you say, this is all I'm going to do, and you don't need a man to make your life on track. I just have to throw that in from the very beginning. You can make your own track. There you go. And that's the best. Making your own track is frankly the best. Hey, Stacy, how's my retrograde going? Well, we're going to talk about that because it's coming up, but you can already start to feel it, can't you? Um, Sunchip Gaming. Hi there. Hi, Lene. How are you? How it Angel Light. I love that. Hey, Elizabeth. Hey, Kim Ann. Okay, happy fall. Seriously. Okay, I this is really a real fall. It just fell right on the day, I couldn't get over that. Here where I live in the Midwest, it was a cold cider sipping day. It was unbelievable. Hi Renee. Thank you so much, honey. Oh, I had a wonderful birthday, and I really want to thank everybody for the wonderful birthday wishes and the cards and the messages, and it was really, really nice. I had a super, super interesting few days. Hi, Julie West. Hi, Diana Sparks. Hey, Shannon. Hi, from Georgia. I love that. Hi, Tammy Lynn. Hey, Judy. Hi, Beth from Michigan. Oh my gosh. Hi, Sheila. Hi, Laura. This is so fun. Hi, Eva. Oh, I got the sweetest card from Eva and Steve. So sweet. It feels like summer there in Renee. It does in California, I bet. Oh my gosh. Hi, Lizette. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, Alyssa. Oh my gosh. And she's from Massachusetts. Okay, Ardelia. Okay, she said, what's going on this week? I've had chronic asthma the past few days. So I know that you are in Australia. And I'm going to talk about this Mercury retrograde in just a minute. Hi, Carissa. Hi, Tracy. On the deck in a sweatshirt. Love it. Yay, fall. I know, right? How great is that? I'm doing the same thing. I just love it. Oh, thank you, Amy. My glasses match my top. Thank you, Amy. I appreciate that. Hi, Monica. Oh, and Margaret. You've had a sore throat, cough, and vaccinated. Anything in the air. What's funny, you would say air. So let's talk about that. So Mercury, we are now in Libra, which is an air sign, and that is air would bring things like, coughs and colds and viruses and anything in the air, frankly. But on the 27th, so today's the 23rd, but really you can already start to feel it because it happens 3 days before, and frankly, even probably a week or so before. But Mercury is headed into retrograde in Libra, which is an air sign. So, what does this mean? It means that it's going to be emotionally intense for about 3 weeks. Great, I can hear all of you say. I think I just heard a collective great. Um, it's a very emotional time because it brings intensity. Because Libra is the sign of balance and peace. It wants balance and peace. It's also really creative and love and all of these things, but it wants balance and peace and harmony. Only when Mercury goes retrograde, this one is about relationships. So if you are in a relationship that is difficult or needs some work, this retrograde is going to bring you back to do the work. Okay, so it's great for reconciliation. That's what really good for that. Um, or it's really good for closure, for emotional closure. So this is going to be a very intense kind of a time uh, to look at your present relationships and look where it needs some help. That's what Mercury retrograde does. It brings you back so we can go forward again. This is not a great time, as I've always talked about. Um, to sign contracts. Really not, just not a good time for that. But it is a great time to go back and finish a project. The other thing is this time when Mercury's retrograde, it brings back into our lives people. So it could be people that you wanted to connect with. It may be people you don't want to connect with. It's such is the case usually. But it could bring back old friends, old lovers, old wounds come up. So it's always something to clear up. So I'm going to say that this lasts for 3 weeks. I mean, this is until October 18th and really a few days after that. And we also have, 5 other planets in retrograde. So this is a very, very big time in life to go back and remake the life you want. If um, in fact, let me just talk about that for a second because we're doing roots of healing on Saturday, and we still have a few seats left. And I'm going to be talking about the importance of these spiritual laws in the universe because they really are here to improve your life. And we're going to talk about the law of cause and effect. We're going to talk about the law of abundance. We're going to talk about the law of one. I mean, there's several, but I'm going to hit the top 7, and they're all really important because what they do is they help guide us, and it helps to improve all of your lives. This is what these spiritual laws do. So I'm going back to teach this. So there you go. I had to throw that one in. And Shirley's going to be teaching about tools for healing trauma. So during this period of time coming up, some of your traumas could come back, something that you haven't dealt with. Now, Carrie is going to be doing a generational programming. She's going to do a family constellation, how she opens up the morphogenic field. I'm telling you, it's so damn powerful. It's unbelievable. And we're going to be talking about the generational, like the grandparents and the parents, the programming that you may have ingested, frankly. So I'm curious, has anybody taken Roots of Healing 1? I'd love to see if you guys have, because you don't have to have taken 1 to take 2. We're going to be talking about different topics, but it's going to be really, really interesting. And Margaret, oh yeah, you're going to love it. You're going to love it, Anne Margaret. Um, okay, Melissa Holloway says, "Hi, Kelly. I'm walking out of a long shift at the hospital and could use some guidance." Oh, bless your heart. Bless your heart for doing the work that you do. And you know what, Melissa? Because I think the work you do is so amazing. I am going to use the messages from the guides, and I'm going to answer some of these questions. I got some great questions here. But for you right now, sweetheart, I'm going to get a card for you. And my husband told me to put them out like this and do it like this. So I am. Understand your body. Well, the body's the temple. Understand your body. I think that's a nice way of saying go get some rest. You're probably exhausted. Have a good have a glass of wine and take a long bath. That's always a good thing. Sit outside and get some fresh air. But go rest, honey. That would be a good thing to do. Oh, Lana, I did have a wonderful birthday and a good happy return. It's hurting today. Bet your body is hurting. Oh, Britt says, I love the butterfly over your right shoulder. Britt, that was given to me by a dear, dear friend named Julia, who, um, so I just love that butterfly. And I'm going to get a card for you because you noticed my butterfly. So hold on. This is for you. Be yourself. Be yourself. That was a good one. There you go. Be yourself. I think your guides are saying just be you. Tracy says, I did part 1 and it was amazing. Roots of Healing 1. Oh, I'm sad you're going to miss part 2 too, Tracy. It's going to be a good one, but I'm so glad that you were there today. So I'm going to answer a couple of questions and I'm going to get to a lot of these cards. Um, Renee Hounsel says, do we use the energy of the planet placement? So our birth placement, I think, the day we're born, really, before we come here is a huge part of our soul contracts. Yes. So we choose our birth date before we come in, and we do that because every day means has a different meaning to it. So why would you have chosen that day? It has to do a lot with numerology, astrology, the destiny cards. It's kind of one big formula, and you definitely have chosen that as part of your soul contract of what you wanted to work on in this life. And your husband, uh, and you give me his birth date of 10/3, October 3rd, my daughter's birthday. It's a six of diamonds day. And yes, you guys would, and six of diamonds has to partner up. They just do. So yes, you guys would have looked at your together before you would have formed the relationship. You would have said, I'm going to go here, and he would have said, I'm going to go here, and then we're going to meet here, and this is what I'm working on. And yeah, that's how it all works. How that all works. Hope that answers that question. So Tippy, I'm going to answer this question. Tippy Landis said, which is more accurate, your zodiac sign or your destiny number, when you are seeing if two people are compatible? Great question. So I kind of look at the whole picture of it. I personally think the destiny numbers are like unbelievably accurate. Um, listen, I love astrology. I've had astrologers call me and say, talk to me about the destiny. Often they just end up being very similar too. So for me, when I look at a person, I want to know what their destiny number is. And then from there, I look at the astrology. So I kind of do it maybe ass backwards, but that's how I do things. Ass backwards. Um, so Diana said, hi, Kelly. I had an emergency C-section on the 13th. Diana, what? And gave birth with COVID pneumonia. Oh, sweetheart, do you see me recovering soon? I'm still oxygen dependent and miss my baby. Oh, honey. So, yes, you are going to pull out of that. And that was on the 13th. Whoa, let me just check into that for a second. Yes, honey, you're going to pull out of that, Diana. You are going to pull out. I bet you're missing your baby. We're all going to say a lot of prayers to get you out of that. Okay. And I'm going to get you a card too, because September 13th, oh, yeah, that baby will have a lot of energy, believe it or not. That baby comes in with a lot of energy. So you will pull out of that. We are sending prayers to you, Diana. And I'm going to get a message from your guides. And I can tell you that um, you you do pull out of this. This Mercury retrograde will probably be a good thing for you because it will bring you back to a place of peace and calm. Okay, you will get through that. I'm going to get a card for you. We're all sending you a lot of love, honey, all of you. We're all sending that to you. Thank you for writing and telling us this. Okay, this is focus on the positive. So, focus on the positive is you have a baby. What's the baby's name? Tell us about the baby. And you'll get to hold that baby really soon. Okay, that's a very special baby. And you two will have an incredible bond. Okay, everybody's praying for you. Everybody. Your job now is just to get some healing and rest, okay? And just know that angels are all around you and all around that special baby, okay? Please know that. Everybody is sending that to you. God bless you. It's an intense time, right? Oh my gosh. I didn't see that one coming, but can we set an intention as one to her? Yes, because we are all one. Yes, Anne Margaret. Yes, because we are all one. We can all feel everything here. Thank you for saying that. Beth Glomsky. Um, oh, Roots of Healing 1 was wonderful, amazing, definitely powerful. I can feel my guides with me now. Every once in a while, I feel a hand on my shoulder, and it's awesome. Thanks, Beth. Oh, it's so true. That's so true that you can feel your guides around you. You can feel your guides just telling you it's going to be okay, not to worry. And I really want to say that to Diana. Diana, you're not alone. Your baby's not alone. She did not come in alone. Everybody, they come with guides all around. Okay. So you have a ton of guides around. And Renee Hounsel says everybody's sending light and holding space. Okay. Um, so here we go. Let's see. Um, okay. Rebecca says, my father will be 94 on October 3rd. I'm telling you, the October 3rd holiday, if you're watching, October 3rd, my daughter's birthday. It's a special day indeed. Okay. A card for him is, well, here we go, Rebecca. You'll have to interpret this. release toxic relationships. So I'm not sure what that would pertain to him. But maybe he's had been around some people that were, toxic to him. I'm not sure. I am not sure. But everybody is saying love. Okay. So Sam, hi Sam Buck. Hi, honey. I remember you from a long while ago. Is it just your guides that can touch your shoulder or loved ones that have passed over? Absolutely loved ones. And I want to say a big shout out to your father who passed away because I know he's got his hands and heart all over you. I know that, Sam. I know that. And for some reason, I have to say this too. uh, I know that your father was a chef, and as soon as I think of him, this just came out. I live on a farm, as everybody knows. Most people know I live on a farm now from LA. And a neighbor farmer, gave me a bunch of ground cherries, not ground up cherries. I had to get this straight. They're called ground cherries. So if anybody knows what a ground cherry is and a recipe, could somebody put one in the thing for me? Ground cherries. They look like little tomatoes, but they taste like cherries. I just don't know what to do with them. So if anybody has one, would you please let me know? Is it good to bake cookies for your guides? You betcha. They love to eat. I'm just saying. That's so sweet. I think that is so sweet. Okay. Okay. Patrick Horan says, Kelly, it's my birthday. It's July 27th. Okay. So July 27th here. I got to get a little more organized here for some reason. Um, I got knocked off my game. Okay. So July 27, which is a ace of clubs. And my friend Mark's birthday is November 27. Okay, November 27 is a six of hearts. Oh, six of hearts. I love six of hearts. I love ace of clubs too. Okay, could you pull a card for us? Yes, this is for both of you from your guides. Choose love over fear. I love that one. In fact, choose love over fear is really great because this is a great one. And that reminds me of something. Every morning, I have this book called The Quiet Mind. Now, James Van Praagh gave me this book, and he said, You're going to love it." And he said to me years ago, "I can't believe you don't have this book." And so he bought it for me. Everybody should get this book, The Quiet Mind. And so what I do is in the morning, I wake up and I hear a page number. I just hear a random page number and I look at that page number. So today I heard page 96 and I'm like, is there a page 96? And it was the last page in the book, actually, the very last page. But what it said was, be thankful. Be thankful, for thankfulness also casts out all fear. Be thankful and remember that your Father, Mother in heaven knows your needs and that all you need will be supplied. I love that one. I love that. So just no, be thankful. It's even different than grateful. Just be thankful for everything. I think that's important. And choose love over fear, you guys. Okay. Hi, Pat Poindexter, John Travolta, Michael. Like pie, you're right. Michael in the movie Michael, Archangel Michael, loved pie. Oh my God. And I love Archangel Michael. He's such a good one. He is such a good one. Okay, I have to answer a couple of other questions here that I really wanted to get to too. Um, oh, I do want to talk about this. Marcelle Lindsley Adams. She said her birthday is September 27th. And so I'm going to talk to you about September 27th. Which is a 10 of hearts day. It's also the day that Mercury goes retrograde. So it will affect you a lot. So 10 of hearts is here about learning everything about themselves. And so what I would say to you is during this retrograde, you will learn a lot about yourself because things will come back for you to learn about yourself this year. Okay, so Tracy says I can use ground cherry like tomatillos. Make salsa? You're not going to believe this. This morning I had tomatillos and I did make salsa. I wouldn't have thought about that one though. So thank you. Oh, thanks, Kim Ann. I will be checking all this. Okay. Okay, Ardelia, let's see. Let's look at you, honey, and see what you need a card because you're about um, You're not sure what to do with your work, so I'm going to put out the cards here, if you can see that. And I'll just take this one off the top. Ooh, appreciate your talents. So I think your guides are saying whatever your talents are, you will get a job, but use your talents, because I think that's going to be very, very important here for you. Um, okay. Oh, I love this one. Sam Buck, I have to read this question. She said, is it true that the actions of other people that annoy us are a reflection of things we need to work on ourselves, or a reflection of things we don't accept in ourselves? Either one, yes. It's interesting. I talked about, I did a class on ethics yesterday with Mediumship 3 with James, his group. And one of the things I talked about was countertransference. And countertransference in psychology is, and it would just be just in general, is when you don't, something about them bothers you, or something, you have something, they bring out some emotional piece in you. Some sort of emotion comes out when you're working with a client, so it's your job to really work on yourself, to figure out what that emotional piece is. And so if you are having a reaction to somebody, and that you just don't, it's something that annoys you, it could be something about yourself that you need to deal with, or it could be a reflection of something that you don't accept in yourself. So great, great, great question. I really like that question a lot. Verna asks, can I explain about the Acacic Records? Yes. So the Acacic Records is where everything is stored, like a, they, how do I say this? It's everything that we've ever done, including this very moment, is written in the Acacic Records. And so think of them as like these giant, not giant books where everything is stored in every single thing that you do, the good, the bad, the indifferent, whatever. It's all stored in the Akashic records. And or you could think of them as giant computers that are storing everything, something like that. But it's where all the records of your lives are kept. So it's not just this life, it would be past life. Let's say you were curious about what your life was like in, 500 years ago, and you could go back to the Akashic records and go, oh wow. It's a real interesting system that they have set up on that side. Who thought of it? I really don't know, but it's a it's a good system. So who do I think decided to start keeping the Akashic records? Ironically, I'm going to talk about the architects, of this dimension of Earth, but also of, how do I say this? Some of the ascended masters. I'm going to actually talk about that for Roots of Healing, because when we talk about the spiritual laws of the universe, they came from somewhere, and they've come from these other highly advanced beings. And I'm going to say Thoth was one of them. And there's certain advanced beings that would have had this kind of a knowledge that would have set up the systems here. And I believe the systems on the other side. I think they're highly, highly, highly advanced spiritual beings. Um, I mean, that's my close guess to it. Okay, so Rudy Perez says my wedding anniversary is September 27th. Good for you. So Mercury retrograde. So um go back. Let's see, look, review the relationship. What does it need to keep going? What do you need? What needs work? Or maybe it's just to have a good time. Um and Margaret Ancestry.com of Astral World. That's really funny. That's really funny. Thank you for saying that. That's a good one. Okay. Okay, Selena, here is a card for you. Okay, so again, I'm doing this. So, Don, if you're watching, I'm putting the cards up. Not that easy to do. Ooh, kindness counts. And from the woman who, at the very beginning, at the top of the show, who asked about finding somebody that's good and kind, I'm going to say this is for you too. How I found Dawn was I just prayed every day. And my friend Charlene will tell you every single day it was, I just want somebody kind. I just want somebody kind. And again, using a spiritual law, of cause and effect, you put that out there already. I have someone who's wonderfully kind to me, and I only accept kindness, and then that follows the effect. The cause follows that. So you want to think like that. You always want to put it in the affirmative. Hey, Charlene, good to see you too, honey. Um, Eva Stack, my mom passed Friday. I'm sorry, Evie. How long does it take the person's soul to adapt to where they're at? Great question. Great question. Well, it depends on what their belief structure and thoughts were here while they were here. So let's say they were really, really Catholic. Let's say they were really dogmatically, I don't know why I said Catholic, it could be anything. It might take some time to settle into the other side, and their experience might be that, Jesus is there with them, or whatever their belief system was, um, and until such a time that they start to acclimate. And some souls like this, they're like, okay, great to see you, oh my god, let's get playing golf again. I mean, really, I've seen it happen in all ways. It just depends on the person. Were they kind of stuck? Were they narcissistic? Were they I don't know, it depends on the soul. What was their belief? So but don't worry, I know that your mom is doing well over there. Okay. Lena Bean. Okay, Lena, are you related to my daughter Holiday? Could I please have a card, Kelly? My birthday is 8/4. Oh, okay, absolutely. But first, let me just say August 4th. August 4th is a nine of diamonds. So, nine of diamonds is somebody that comes to complete a cycle, a soul cycle. Anytime you hear me say nine of anything, it's always about finishing and completing a cycle. So a nine of diamonds is about value. And I know that you are a giver. And I know, Lena, that you've come to give and give and give and give and give. And it's not always going to feel fair. In fact, often it won't. However, it's a real karmic situation that you've come in to learn from and grow from. So I would just say yes to everything. And you really do come in to be the giver, we call this. But I'm going to get you a card from your guides too. See, I'm doing this. Oh, and here we go. Oh, be of service. There you go, honey. Be of service because that is your life path. I love it when it works like that. Okay, Lori Count says so many retrogrades. Hi, Lori. The veil has to be thin. Yes, I do have I'm gonna pick you a card. I'm gonna pick you. I'm gonna pick you a card. I'm gonna pick a card for you, Lori. But yes, we have the veil is gonna get thinner and thinner, and so and thanks for bringing that up, Lori. So what happens is by the time we get to Halloween, the veil is very thin, and on that November 1st, that All Souls Day, that day it gets very, very thin. I mean, whether you're medium or not a medium, you can really feel that energy from the other side there. And it's already starting to happen. I can already start to feel it thinning and thinning. It's really interesting to me. So let me get you a card. Okay. I'm going to pick this one over here, sweetheart. Let go of ego. Hmm. I don't think that you have an ego, but let go, I think, of whatever is that you think. Whatever you think might happen and let spirit take over. That's the thing. And I have to say to everybody on Monday, James and I are doing a show on orbs. And I'll just say, we've got some amazing orb pictures. And if you guys have any, send them to me on my website under the info email that I have, because I have got some unbelievable ones. You guys are just going to love this show talking about orbs. Renee, I am going to get you a card. Okay, this is for Renee Martinez. Ooh, you are never alone. There you go. You're never alone, Renee, no matter what. And that's the truth. You can't be alone. It's actually not possible. Not possible. Joanne Wilson. Hi, Kelly. How can I get more in tune to my life lesson? Joanne, what is your birthday? And I'll help you with that. And also, Yes, you have a video, Anne Margaret, of orbs because we've got videos we're going to show and we're going to do all kinds of things. Okay, Laura Parmley, I'm going to pull a card for your husband because he's starting a new position in 2 months. Yay! Good, good, good. Okay, here we go. Ooh, hmm. Journey within. So I think what this is saying is go inward and get real clear about your new job, about what you want to do, what your life, how your life is going to be affected by this. I think that's great. Go within. Always, in fact, this is a good time for all of us to go within. In these 3 weeks, when it gets really, really emotional, it's always good. So another October 3rd. Come on, Elizabeth, are you pulling my leg? This is another October 3rd holiday. If you're watching there's a lot of cards here, honey. A lot of people October 3rd. Oh my gosh. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Set your intentions. So set your intentions. This is a great one, especially with Mercury in retrograde. Set your intentions of where do you want your life to go? And again, I've used this analogy so many times, but I'll just say it again. We only have so much time here. And I don't just mean the show I'm doing. I mean, we only have so much time. You know, I view my mom taught me this one a long time ago. Yeah, there's the beginning, the middle, and the end. I'm like, oh, okay. Um, she was very waspy, so and very practical that way. But and so because this is a time, this dimension is timed. There's time in it. We don't know when we're going to go, but I would say make the most of all your time. And I would say this: make every single day count. Make every single day count. Okay. Um, okay, Mary Margaret Baker. I'm moving tomorrow to my new house. Congratulations. Just in the nick of time of that Mercury retrograde. And pack your patience is what that's the other thing. Everybody pack your patience with this. Like attracts like. So I bet you this new home for you is fabulous and it's going to be great. And I bet you meet people that you love because keep your vibration up as you move in and as you enjoy the house and as you bring people to you into the house, keep your vibration where you want it to be, where you want other people to meet you. Okay? And the higher vibration people will come into your life. Tammy Hendricks, your mom is still mothering us all. It's so true, Tammy. Is that right, Tammy? And let me just say, Tammy has a show. It's called Animal Speaks. I don't think I said that right. Soul Speaks for Animals. I think that's it. And it's going to be next Wednesday. I think it's every other week. And everybody needs to tune in for that because Tammy is the best. And she's going to be a guest on this show in October. And we'll talk about later what we're going to talk about, but you guys are going to love it. It's really going to be very interesting. Madeline Leck, I'm pursuing my dream school for psychology. You were right, Kelly. Okay, Madeline, did I tell you? I said definitely you should be a therapist. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. Great. Oh, Madeline, I'm thrilled, honey. I think it's really, really good. And I'm gonna get a card for you. Let's get a card. Okay, I'm gonna go with this one. Your beliefs are right for you. Your beliefs are right for you. Go with God, sweetheart. I think you'll be the best therapist that ever walked this earth. I do. You'd be a great therapist. Okay, Cheryl Anderson. Hi, Kelly. My mom is getting older. Um, el- May 11th, 1946, and slowing down a bit. Do you see us moving to a house where she can live with us? And if so, will it work? Um, Yours is February 15th. Okay, so your mom is May 11th. So May 11 is an eight of diamonds. Power, power, powerhouse. Let's just say that powerhouse is in the house with her. And she's got a big smile. I mean, a really big smile and a tremendous amount of energy. And I bet for her to slow down, that's got to be not so good for her because she comes in with a lot of energy. And February 17, which is an eight. Oh my God. Is this accurate? You're both eight of diamonds. Yeah, you'll be living together. Yeah. Just make sure you have enough room for everybody. Yeah, you'll find a house definitely, and you guys would live together. I mean, a mother and a daughter, 8 of diamonds, both. That's highly unusual. Like, I don't think I've ever heard that one before. I really. Elizabeth Glomsey says, I would love a card, and she loves your show, Tammy. I know Tammy's the best. So, okay, I am going to just pull one of these cards because I know you're a 4 of clubs, but I'm going to pick this for you. Don't relinquish your power. Ooh, that's a good one. Don't relinquish your power. That's always a good one for everybody, right? Okay, I'm going to tell you about your life lessons, Joanne. Okay, November 2nd. So November 2nd is a 5 of diamonds. So 5 of diamonds comes to into this life to work on self-esteem. And they have a really interesting thing that happens with the 5 of diamonds. They bring with them the angelic realm. So life would have been more challenging. You would have had to figure out what you were good at, who you were. You have to have a lot of belief in yourself and really overcome self doubt or self worth or any of that. You have to overcome that. And the greatest piece of that is that you have this angelic realm. Now, you were born in 1966, which is a 22, and you were born in November, which is an 11. So that alone right there are big numbers. So I know that in this life you would get over any hurdle, anything, you'd get over it. So the life is about belief in yourself. And because I just said that, I'm going to get a card for you, Joanne Wilson, and I appreciate that. So this is from your guides. Never judge another. And I would say don't judge yourself either. Don't be judgy. Nobody can be judgy. Nobody can be judgy. You have to have a lot of compassion for everybody because you really don't know what traumas they've had, you know, and everybody's had them. Everybody has had them. Um, Okay, so CC Otto, can I pull a card for you and for your husband? I think Mercury retrograde is affecting us. He's August 16th and you are April 15th. Okay, and August 16th. And I know that he is a 10 of clubs and you are a 6 of diamonds. So let's get a card for both of you. Okay, again, I got the cards, but I'm going to pull this one out. Feel joy in all you do. You know, it's really interesting about joy. Have you guys read a book called Living with Joy? It is my favorite book. It's such a great book by Sanaya Roman, Living with Joy. And what she does is she channels Orin, I believe is his name, who was a deity who is really very wise. And he talks about if you feel joy, you it pervades out of your system. I mean, joy comes to you. So in your work with your relationship with Mercury retrograde, start be the joy. Both of you start being joy, and you'll be amazed at how there's so much upliftment with that. Um, Monica Donlin Hassaman says, my guides have been slacking. Slacker guides? What a drag. Could you pull a card for me? Nothing worse than a slacker guide. Okay. It's a good thing they have a good sense of humor. Okay, here we go. You want your advice from your guides? Practice moderation. So, I don't know what that means here. I hope you're not drinking too much but practice moderation. Oh my God. Okay, so Amy Augustine, tell us more. So what is that, Tammy? Let me know what that is, and I will go try to go back there. And I felt like one of my okay, so what is it? I felt like one of my deceased pets was following me on my steps the other day. Wow. Well, that happens. I mean, that's one thing that Tammy does talk a lot about, that a deceased pet will follow you around, and they often are with us for a very long time. Tammy's Soul Speak, that's the name of it. And she's got a great group on Facebook. If you look up Soul Speak with Tammy Hendricks, it's really good. It's a very good one. Um, So Debbie Militano says, "You were right when you said a man from my way deep past will come back in my life that I had to help. He did, and boy, did I have to help him, as you said, almost 2 years now. Currently, I am staying away from him, praying for good things in my life now. Love that you do this, Kelly." Oh boy. Yeah, I'm telling you, when these ones sneak up from the past, you're like, listen, that chapter was closed a long time ago. Go, we're in chapter 10 now. Go back to chapter 3. Here's a card for you, Debbie. This is from your guides. Patience is a virtue. I have no idea what it means but with this one, but have patience on yourself. That one I could say. Oh my God. Okay. So Kathy Hode Stout, my daughter has some turmoil in her job and she needs help. So she's 915. So September 15th is a nine of clubs. So nine of clubs, they're actually really strong. Okay. So I know you say your daughter's in turmoil. They're very, very powerfully strong. They have an incredible mind and incredible intuition. They come to complete things. As I said before, all nines come to complete things, but a nine of clubs comes in to they always have to worry about relationships. Sometimes relationships can get them in trouble, but they come in, and especially September, they come in to help others for sure. But let me get her a card. So let's get her a card, Kathy. But as it's hard as a mother, isn't it, when you watch your child go through this? And Elizabeth Galamsey, you know what I'm talking about. It's hard, and you have to remember that they have their own path, and if she was born in 1985, that would make her what, 35, 36. They have their own path, but I'm going to get you a card anyway. Here we go. Ooh, trust your intuition. So trust your intuition. Well, she probably does need some help. Just give her some good guidance, that's all. Give her some good guidance there. um February, Monica Turner, February 19th. Will my husband come back? Do you want him back? I mean, he's a six of diamonds too. What is this with the six of diamonds today? What is that? So, six of diamonds is about financial responsibility. Um, they, again, some things may not feel fair, but they definitely need balance here. I don't know if he'll come back. I don't. Do you want him back? That would really be the question. Do you want him back? And why did he leave to begin with? Um, let's see. Verity Keo says when someone has a sore and an unstable lower back from time to time, can that have a deeper meaning? Yeah, it absolutely could. A lower, an unstable lower back, sure. And in fact, I should bring Marie back on. She was so good about diagnosing those things and explaining exactly what it means. But lower back issues are from supporting too much. And maybe that's what was going on. But it could definitely, I mean, all things in the body have a deeper meaning. So I'm not sure what that is, but definitely check. Okay, and Margaret, describe Eight of Hearts. So an Eight of Hearts is somebody who is comes in for emotional power in love. And an Eight of Hearts, often I find them as lawyers or doctors or psychologists, doctor psychologists, some therapists. They have a lot of charm, and they have to to walk a higher path actually, because the negative side is they could be manipulative, but on the other side they have all this emotional power to help people, to help uplift people. So it's really one of my favorites. Actually, one of my favorites. My mom was an Eight of Hearts. My son-in-law's an Eight of Hearts. That's right. Oh, Hunter Vaughn said she had a session with Marie. She is fabulous. Oh, Hunter, I'm so happy that you did, honey. I think Marie's great too. And that reminds me, I was supposed to write her back an email. So thank you for that. And I'm going to have her back on because I know that she's does some great work. Oh, and I have to tell everybody about something. And I meant to say this before when I started, and I didn't. I I I have a client who said to me, who did a lot of incredible work, and she lost her daughter. her daughter passed away, and she wrote these books, and one of them is, and well, I'll start with this one. Uh, it's called Summer Smiles, and it's a story, a divine story of love that never dies, about her daughter who passed away a few years ago. And it's really channeled beautifully and written beautifully. And she then wrote a second book called Calling All Angels, and this is a journal. So if you know anybody who has lost a child or anybody that they love, this is a journal that is really, it helps with inspired messages from love from heaven, and it's beautifully done, and it really helps you, write down the messages that you would be given from your loved one on the other side. And Renee, do we have that? Can you post that, because I know that these books are available on Amazon. And Renee, if you could post that, I know we have it there somewhere. This one is Calling All Angels, Inspired Messages from Love by Wendy Elizabeth. And I think that her work is just beautiful. And the way she has channeled the information from the other side from her daughter is just really beautiful. So Renee, if you get a chance, would you put that up? Because I know we have it here. Because
Yeah,
that, yeah,
I've added it to the stream so people
oh,
can click on it. It's an Amazon link.
it's an Amazon link. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Thank you. Okay. Explain a jack of spades. Okay. You need that. Wait, Debbie Milano, I lost my Desiree. Oh, get this book, Debbie. You guys will just love it. It's Calling All Angels Journal. And I thought it would be so helpful for people that have had this kind. I mean, Wendy Elizabeth is the writer, and it's just great. I mean, it's just a great book to have around. Um, okay, so what was I doing? Somebody asked me about a jack of spades, and a jack of spades is, oh good, it's all in the chat. Everybody can get that book. A jack of spades is somebody who has to take a higher path, because all jacks have a low side and they have a very, very high side. Jack of spades has the highest spiritual side there is. So they have to take a path of spirituality. They just have to. Um, March 10th is a king of diamonds, Brandy. So a king of diamonds, March 10th, is like Dr. Shirley. And a king of diamonds is somebody who is usually they come in to do head of chiefs of this and heads of that. Often, though, they will come in to with a lot of power. Since you're a female, it's a male brain thinking like a male, and strong, and can take care and do anything in this life. So it's a very powerful, powerful birth placement, I think. Okay, so Deanna Mary says, I need to know when I will move. So you are December 14th. So December 14th, which is a four of clubs like me. And I think you'll know when you're going to move after this retrograde, or during this retrograde. It should bring up some really interesting ideas for you. You will know. Now, I do want to mention this too. I know everybody's asking me about different changes that are going to happen in their life. We have two big eclipses coming up. November 19th is a lunar eclipse, and it's a big one. Then we have another big one on December 4th. Though between those dates, this is going to be really, really powerful. And I think that everybody's life's going to change a lot after these eclipses. So for 2022, I think it's going to be quite a year of change, because I think of these two eclipses that are coming up. I think it's going to be huge. Okay, so Susan Spinelli Bucci says, what is March 8th? That's my mother. Wait, she said, that's my birthday and my mother's birthday. Whoa, that's amazing to me, to be born on your mother's birthday on March 8th. That's like a big deal. Ooh, okay, so that's a two of spades. So two of spades, I have to say it like this. Often they're a little argumentative. So in this case, is there like arguments or power struggles? something like that. But but two of spades also, they make great lawyers. I'll say that. Great radio disc jockeys. They make great lawyers. Always in and can do something in the healing profession really, really well. Very bright. I love two of spades. They have a strong opinion. Um, Elizabeth Preston says, I keep waking up at 5:55 each morning. Okay, girl, let's talk change. That's telling you something. Change is on its way. Sam Buck says, is there a website we can go to look up? Yes. Yes. So go to, I think it's the number seven, thunders.com. And Robert Camp has tremendous amount of information on it. And he's very interesting. So definitely, you can find all kinds of information you need on that. And I think it's great because I love for people to know about themselves, and I think it's important to learn to know thyself. And if you want to learn more about yourself and life in general and traumas and all kinds of things, join us this Saturday. We have a discount tonight in the next 24 hours. And if it's, yes, you can go to kellywhite.com and I am there. And I think it's going to be a great Saturday event, this Roots of Healing 2. And it doesn't matter that you didn't do one at all. But it's a really great format, the way it's set up and the way we do this. And you'll learn so much, and you can ask us all kinds of questions. It'll be Dr. Shirley Pellizzari, and who's a trauma expert and a somatic experience therapist and a psychologist. She's amazing. And then there's Carrie Gonia, who does family constellation therapy, and it's mind-boggling. It's just mind-boggling. Her work is phenomenal. Oh yeah, you guys, you're gonna love it. It is such an exciting an event. We're gonna have it. So please join us if you have time on Saturday. You won't regret it. It's going to be a terrific class on Saturday, and I'm going to be talking about the power of these spiritual lessons. Um, so Tracy Hildreth, do Jacks have a dark side too? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Who knew the struggle is real? Yeah. All Jacks have a dark side. Everybody has a shadow side. I mean, everybody. I don't care who it is. Everybody's got a shadow. But Jacks, they have a shadow. Yeah, they have a shadow for sure. Anyone else seen her screen blur? Oh, I hope not. And Margaret, I hope my screen is not blurring, but if it is, I hope it's not. So let's see. Oh, thanks, Deanna. So Marie is doing a webinar on the Shift Network, and it's October 2nd. Oh, great. Oh, you know what? I think that's Renee. That's what she talked to me about. I'm really happy about that. And I'll see if I can get her on sooner than later. How's that? Yes, it's blurring. I feel it's spirits. So I'm blurry right now? What happened? I did not know that. But maybe it is spirits for sure. Yes, I can see some blur. Oh my God. Is it my glasses? It is feeling a little blurry. Thanks for confirming. And Margaret says, Lori, everybody's telling me. So I guess I don't know why it's blurry right now, but I have no idea. Does it look?
I think it's your internet is maybe a little bit slow because you are indeed a little bit blurry. So it's not anybody at home.
Oh.
It's probably your internet.
I wonder what is going on. Okay, well, everybody, I have no idea, but thank you for letting us know. That's weird because we never have any trouble here with my internet, but who knows? Maybe it's a lot of spirits. But join us also Monday. Join James and me. We're going to have a great show about orbs. And if you guys have any orb really fanatical or I don't know, interesting orb pictures, let me know. Send them to us because we would love to see them. And if you can join us on Saturday, that would be great for Roots of Healing. And I look forward to seeing everybody also next week. So everybody have a great night. I'm going to go take care of the blur. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to go take care of it. Take care, everybody. Have a great week.
You've been listening to Ask Me Anything.